Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to this edition of Yorkville Sports. You're in the nest, the Eagles Nest, and I'm your host, Joe Patrick. Well, we have to tell you that our 8U guys, I don't know if anybody can stop these kids. These kids are now, well, I'll tell you what they are now as soon as we come back. And then we want to set up the rest of the this weekend's tournaments for you with all the rest of the teams. So we're going to give you the scores and the rundowns from last week on the 22nd, May 22nd, when we return to the Eagles Nest. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. So, before we get into talking about the scores from last week and so on and so forth, I want to say that the tournaments are coming up, and for the first time ever that I've ever saw, Kylie Jones, who is the director of travel baseball, managed to get us all of the schedules for every game, every team early. Kylie kind of like sits back in the shadows, takes the heat for things when they don't go so well, and doesn't get enough credit for the things that happen well, or that happens when the things go right. He doesn't get all the credit. But I have to tell you that since Kylie took over, he's been working diligently to make sure that everything about the travel program was running smoothly, from uniform pickups to the new bags that they just ordered, down to the cumbersome job of making sure that the schedules were posted and people know where to go. So I just want everybody to, when you see Kylie, just kind of give him a pat on the back, because he's been doing a great job when it comes to that. Never before in the history of the travel program since I've been here, and I've been here 5 years, have we ever had schedules posted before the tournament. So everybody's going to know where they are, or where they should go, and so on and so forth. All right, now, if you're looking at this, the schedules are posted. Go to yyaa.org. Maybe he's already sent them to you, but you can go to yyaa.org. On the front page, there's a link down at the bottom towards, right underneath that Modell's coupon, and get your Modell's in there too. You need more gear, go to Modell's. You can get there until, the coupon is good until the 19th. Just click on that, and that will give you all the schedules for every team that we have. All right? So with that said, when we return, we're going to talk about the results from last week. This is your Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and let's get it out of the way. Let's just get it going right here. Our 8U team, our 10-0 8U team, Rob Mac Truck, this guy and his team they're doing such a great job. I don't know. I guess you're going to get tired of me talking about it, but I have to. I have to give credit where credit is due. These boys went in there and played the Rye Brook Blue team last week on Randall's Island, and I have to tell you, they put up the first game 15-3, and then second game they won 13-0. 15-3, 13-0. That is the 8U team. I've got to tell you, this is a cocky bunch of kids too, but they can be cocky if they're winning games like they are. And, until somebody takes them down, those are the guys to beat. They're going into the tournament this week, and they have a good chance of actually taking this tournament. The last time that we had a tournament champion here, it was an 8U team. So, with that said, 8U boys, go out there and do your thing. You understand? Just do your thing. Now, with that said, we have a little business to take care of. There was a little rumbling going around with that 8U team, the coach, Coach Rob, and Mac Truck, and a couple of the parents was talking about they needed a challenge. They wanted to get a scrimmage going. So I asked them, who were they going to scrimmage? Who would you scrimmage against? Another team? They said no. They wanted to scrimmage against one of our teams. So I'm like, well, what team you want to scrimmage against? And they picked the 9U South. That's Bill Stanton's team. Bill, a gauntlet has been thrown down. Well, the challenge has been thrown down. Anyway, you got to put up the gauntlet if you want to stop these boys. The 8U team, Bill, wants to challenge your 9U South team to a scrimmage. Now, remember, this 8U team hasn't lost a game all year. And I know your 9U boys, they get it in and they play hard. So, what do you say, Bill? Do you want to challenge these 8U boys to a scrimmage? Or are you going to run and hide? Check swing. Or are you going to hide behind that hat of yours? I don't know, Bill. You can contact us. You can contact us through me, or you can get a hold of Rob yourself. Mac Truck, that is, and set this thing up before the end of the season. They want to play your team. They said they can beat you. I dare to differ because 9-year-old boys play hard. So I don't know, Bill. Mac Truck, you guys get together. Let's see what happens. Maybe we'll make a day of it. Come out there one Saturday or something like that, and we'll see these guys scrimmage for who's got if it's going to be the big brother or the little kids taking the day. I don't know. But anyway, Bill, let us know. Mac Truck, I got you. All right, so let's move right along. We didn't do too well last week, but we want to get it in anyway. The 9U South, that is Bill's team. They split. They won their first game 5-4 against the New York City, the NY Bluebirds. They won 5-4 in the first game, and then they lost the second game 10-4. 5-4 in the first game, 10-4 in the second game. So, Bill, hey, look, our 8U team wants to challenge you guys. All right, then let's move on to our 9U North. 9U North lost both of their games. No need to talk about the score. They lost both of their games. Remember, the tournament is coming up. Guys, just do your job. Here we go, 10U South. Now, this is surprising. The 10U South team lost both of their games also. They played the Wildcats, and they were Wildcats. I have to tell you, I was out there on Randall's Island, and the boys just didn't do their job. They just didn't get it in, and they lost big. That's all I'm going to say is they lost big against those Wildcats. So 10U South, guys, tournament's coming up. Just go out there and do your thing. Come on back. I hear you're in third place right now. Third place, only 4 teams make it to the playoffs. So as long as you're second or third, you'll be all right. Just get in there. Get in the playoffs. This week when you come back, just do your thing, all right? Or next week when you come back. The 10U North played hit and run. They lost both of their games. The 11U South played the Clarkstown Stars. They lost both of their games. No need for the scores. The 11U North team lost both their games against the Hawks. The 12U team lost both of their games against the Pro Swing Pride. They lost both of their games. The 13U team played the New York Sluggers. They won both of their games. First game they won 11-7, and in the second game they won 6-2. 11-7, 6-2. So there you have it. Our 13U team did their thing, and our 14U team they played the Rye Grays. The Rye Grays team, they split. They won their first game 7-0, and then they lost a nail biter 2-0 in the second game. So won 7-0 in the first, lost 2-0 in the second. And our 15U team, they split also. They played the Titans. They lost their first game 17-1. I don't know what happened to those boys losing 17-1 like that, but they came back and they redeemed themselves and winning the second game by a score of 5-1. 5-1. So there you have it. That's the rundown for this week. Remember, guys, It's all about the tournament this week. That was the rundown for last week. It's all about the tournament this week. And I have to tell you, remember, these teams that you're going to go up against, they manufacture teams just for these tournaments. We bring our boys, the nucleus of our teams, just the way they are. So I don't want you to hold your head down when you come up against these guys. It seems like all the guys are all-stars. That's because all of the guys on the teams that you'll probably be playing are all-stars. But we're putting our all-stars, that's you, Eagles, up against these guys. And all we have to do is just take them down, because we're Eagles, and as Eagles we fly higher than anybody else, and we come down on teams, tournament teams, with our talents, and we dig in with our talents, and we shake them around, and we shake things up, and even if we don't win, just leave those talents inside of them so that they know that we were showed up here, they know that we came to play. And if you want to hear more about the Yorkville Eagles and any one of the Yorkville sports, all you have to do is just call us at 212-360-0022, or just go to the web, YYAA.org. Click on the sport of your choice. We are registering for fall right now, so get your fall ball in. All of the sports are available, and that's it, guys. You know what? Just go out there and have fun. Least of all, just have fun with your parents out there. It's always a great experience when we do these tournaments, all right? So for Arlene Verga, I'm Joe Patrick. We'll see you next week.